In this lecture, we will study the median filter. In the previous lectures, we studied the moving average filter and the Gaussian mean filter. The median filter can also be used for denoising signals. First, we need to understand what the median of a data set is and how to calculate it. Suppose we have the following data sequence. This data sequence has 5 sample points, and 10 is the middle value of the data sequence. In this case, 10 is the median of the data sequence, so the median is the middle value of any data sequence. In the same way, if we have a data sequence with an even number of elements, such as 6 elements, there is no single middle value. In this case, we take the mean of the 2 middle values. For example, if the middle values are 10 and 14, we add them together and divide by 2. The resulting value, 12, will be the median of this data sequence. We can easily calculate the median for an odd-valued sequence because the exact middle value is the median. For an even-valued sequence, we take the average of the 2 middle values. Another important point is that if the data sequence is unsorted, we must first sort the data before finding the median. For instance, consider the unsorted sequence 12, 10, 4, 3, 6, 7, 11, 30. After sorting in ascending order, we get 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12, 30. Now, we can see that 7 is the middle value. Therefore, 7 is the median of this data sequence. It is important to note that if there is a single middle value, we can directly take it as the median. Otherwise, for 2 middle values, we take the average of those values. Sorting the data is essential because in an unsorted sequence, the middle value is not obvious. For example, in the unsorted data, 12 is not the least value, and the sequence is in random order. Sorting ensures that the middle value can be correctly identified. One very important distinction between the median and the mean is that the median is always a value present in the data sequence, while the mean may not be. For example, in the sequence 3, 4, 6, 7, 11, 12, and 13, if we calculate the mean, we sum all the values and divide by 7. The result, such as 6.5 or 7.7, may not be a number present in the original sequence. In contrast, for an odd numbered sequence, the median is always a value that already exists in the data sequence. This is a key property of the median. Another important property of the median is that it is independent of outliers. Extreme values do not affect the median, which makes it a robust measure of central tendency for noisy or skewed data. Suppose this value is 13 or 100 or 13,000 or any value greater than 13,000. The median remains the same, which is 7. However, if the value is 13,000, then the mean will change. In this case, 13,000 will be an outlier because the rest of the values are close to each other and one value is very far away. This outlier will affect the mean, causing it to change depending on the extreme value. In contrast, the median will remain 7, whether the value is 13, 13,000, or any number greater than 13,000. Therefore, one important property of the median is that it is independent of outlier values. These two properties of the median are very important. First, the median is usually a value present in the data sequence. Second, the median is independent of outliers in the data. The median filter is a non-linear filter. It works by moving through the noisy signal and replacing each data point of the noisy signal with the median value of the neighboring data points. Unlike the moving average filter, it is not a linear filter. Because of this property, the median filter has more applications than the moving average filter and is robust against outliers. if the length of the median filter is 11, it will take the median or middle value of the 11 data points. In this way, it reduces noise effectively. Now, suppose we have a noisy signal and we apply a median filter to it. The red colored signal shows the result of the median filter, while the blue colored signal shows the result of a mean filter or moving average filter. In this example, the order of both the median and the moving average filters is 50. The important point to understand here is how to compare these filters. After observing the results, we cannot universally say that one filter performs better than the other. The choice depends on the application and the specific requirements of the signal processing task. In this example, both filters perform well and produce similar effects. However, the median filter may show some peaks where the middle value of the window is higher than surrounding values. Despite these peaks, the median filter still smooths the signal effectively. Therefore, neither the mean filter nor the median filter is inherently superior. Their performance depends on the context and requirements of the application.